So the topic that keeps popping up for me this week has been what the long-term effect of shelter-in-place or stay-at-home orders has been on the home or on the family. On one hand, we've seen and heard and appreciated inspiring stories of togetherness and family development, and while on the other hand, we've been appalled by stories of domestic violence and abuse. So if you're going to allow me today, here are three basic principles that apply to the here and now. Principle number one is we need to all be more understanding and less unrelenting. The fact is we're all in this together. From the parent that's staying home to the citizen that's unemployed because their business is closed, the ministers and the worship leaders that are working from home, the essential workers that are providing greater services with less resources than before, the leadership associates who are dealing with weekly policy changes and requests for data that's never ever been collected before or even needed before, to the people who are keeping up with who has tested positive, who may have been exposed, and who's been sent home to quarantine. We're all in this together. So we all need to be ready to accept no as an answer, and we all need to be good with no answer at all right now. We need to learn to be more helpful and less forceful. Number two, more helpful, less forceful. Try not to expect what we've come to expect as the norm. There's nothing normal for any of us right now. Clarity is key here. Ask questions, open-ended questions, questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or a simple no. But be clear in your own motives. Is it about your feelings and needs, or is it about the feelings and the needs of your partner? Here's some great examples of open-ended questions. Is what did you hope to accomplish today that you've not? What are two things that I do that make your life more stressful or make you work harder? Tell me more about that staffing issue that you're having at work. What do you need my help with right now? Number three, focus more on them and less on you. So you got to separate your needs from the needs of your partners. Often communication is shut down when our own wants are highlighted in our questions. Don't make me spell this one out. You know what I'm talking about, guys. By inviting open-ended responses, you're growing the likelihood that your partner will respond and ask for your thoughts. And then the two of you just might reach a compromise on the subject. Use mindful listening. Listen with the intent to understand, not respond. See, just waiting for your time to speak or waiting for your time to respond is not really listening at all. Instead, be curious. Focus on the words that your partner's saying. I wonder what she thinks of this. You fill in the blank. In my case, I have to remember my wife's not looking for me to fix it. What she needs me to do is listen and understand how she feels about it. This type of listening is active listening, and it helps your partner respond to you in more depth. So here's my hopes. My hope is, husbands, I hope you love your wives the way that Christ loved the church. Wives, I hope you hold your husbands in great respect. I hope each of you hold your children close and that you kiss them and that you tell them just how beautiful and how smart that you really think you are. And I don't want you to hold anything back here. In the words written by Laura McKinnon and sung by Tim McGraw, hold the door, say please, say thank you, don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. We're all climbing this mountain together. Always stay humble and kind. I'm going to challenge you with the words found in 1 Peter 3:8-12. It says, summing it up, be agreeable, be sympathetic, be loving, be compassionate, be humble. That goes for all of you. No exceptions, no retaliation, no sharp-tongued sarcasm. Instead, exalt. That's your job. Build up. You'll be a blessing and also get a blessing. Whoever wants to embrace life and see the day fill up with good, here's what you do. Say nothing evil or hurtful. Snub evil and cultivate good. Run after peace with all that you're worth. God looks on all this with approval, listening and responding well to what He's asked. But He turns His back on those that do evil things. Remember, Jesus loves you. I'm out.